One of the greatest challenges that women can experience when they're navigating grief or a major life challenge is the feeling that you've got a deep, empty hole in your heart the size of the universe that no one else can see or even begin to understand. And I can certainly recall in my own journey of grief feeling like I was drowning at sea, looking at the surface, wondering if I would ever find air again. I had experienced the symptoms of brain fog, memory loss, emotional reactivity, as well as overwhelm in conjunction with grief. And at the same time, I felt that no one could see what was going on, and I was still trying to navigate my day-to-day life. Now, my name's Nikki Hamilton. I'm a women's resilience coach, and I really love helping women transform life challenges and grief into courage, resilience, clarity, and grace. I can recall in my own journey seeking many different ways of being able to help myself, and this included counsellors, support groups, and psychologists, and all of these certainly helped me to a certain degree, but I reached a point where I felt like I was telling my story over and over again in a circular, well-worn, dusty path, and I felt like I was really just getting nowhere. I felt depleted, and I couldn't see a pathway forward. Now, I was very fortunate at that time in my life where I had a girlfriend reach out to me and say, look, do you want to come on a women's wellness retreat with me? And I remember feeling at the time, I don't really want to step out of my comfort zone. I don't want to be around women I don't know. I feel anxious. I've got this big empty hole. No one can see or understand what I'm feeling. I'm very emotional right now, and I just don't think I'm ready to do this. And I can recall at that point in time really reflecting, why am I saying no to someone that wants to help me? And it was at that point in time that I read a quote from Dr. Demartini, and that quote read, whatever you have or have not done, you are worthy of love. And I realised that I'd been resisting some help to be able to make myself be able to step forward, because there was a part of me that felt that I wasn't worthy of joy. I wasn't worthy of a second chance. I wasn't worthy of love. With everything that had happened to me and my family, I certainly felt that I wasn't worthy. And I think the first key tip I give for women in building resilience and transforming grief into clarity is to understand that you are worthy. Whatever you have or have not done in your life, you are worthy of love. Now, with that quote set in my heart, I took the courage to take a step forward on a different path. I mean, I'd reached a crossroads, really. I knew that the pathway I was on was affecting my health. It was affecting my work, and was probably soon to affect my relationship. And I knew that I had to take a step in a different direction, and it took courage. But knowing that I was worthy of love was the first step. Now, on that women's resilience, women's wellness retreat that I went on, I took a week really to set aside time just for me. And I realised in that time that it was the first time that I'd ever just said yes to me. And I realised with that I had spent so much time in my life prioritising everybody else's needs, putting everybody else first on the list, leaving myself last, to a point where I was completely and utterly depleted. And how often do we do that as women? Put everybody else first. So the second key tip that I'll give you if you're currently navigating grief or a life challenge is to remember to A, you're worthy of love, and B, to start putting your own needs first on the list. Because in putting your own needs first, you start to refill your own tank. And they do say to secure your own oxygen mask, right, in the time of a crisis. And I think as women, we often forget that. Now, it was on this retreat that I took some time out, started looking after my own needs, that I put together a step-by-step process for myself to be able to navigate my way from a place of brain fog, overwhelm, emotional reactivity, and grief into transforming my life into a place of clarity where I can give out and shine out in a way that serves the world. Now, if you're in a place at the moment where you've been walking in a circular path and feel like you've been getting nowhere, if you feel like you're ready to take a step in a new direction, I'm really looking forward to sharing with you more key tips that can help you start transforming grief into resilience. So if you'd like to know and understand a little bit more about what I offer, then you can simply click the link below. And in the meantime, know, number one, that you're worth it, and number two, that you need to start prioritising you. So my name's Nikki Hamilton. I'm a women's resilience coach. I really look forward to sharing some more information with you to help you navigate grief and a life challenge.